So to begin this lesson 1, you want to start laying on your back first. Legs out straight, arms by your side. And we just want to take a reading of sorts before we begin. So we have something to measure against at the end. And because this sequence addresses the back of the body, we want to just have a quick check-in with the arch of our lower back. So just use your hands and you can slide them underneath and see if there is a distance between, or a gap between your lower back and the floor. When the lower back muscles are tight, it will tend to make the space be bigger underneath the back than is necessary maybe. You can also just feel the muscles under your lower back and just notice if they feel hard or tight or tender. Okay. Then once you've done that, you can let your arms out straight and just get a general sense of the comfort of your back lying on the floor like this. So score your comfort out of 10 and just remember that number, make a mental note of it, and we can revisit it at the end. Okay, so the first movement is arch and flatten. So we're going to bring our legs up to standing. This is our working position for this movement. You can put your hands on your hips so you can feel what's happening, it makes it a little easier. So we're going to begin by, and start slow. If you have back pain, you can start nice and easy with this. We're going to begin by pressing our tail into the floor a little bit. And you'll feel that just makes your back arch a little, your low back. And then slowly relax and just let that come down. We're going to repeat that a few times using a little more effort each time. So you'll notice the more you press your tail into the ground, the more your belt line at the back starts to lift up. And you'll feel tension in your back. You may feel it in your lower back, you may feel it a little bit higher up your back. But you're going to feel that tension. That's good. You're getting back in control of these muscles. Slowly relax and let it come down. And we'll try that again. So we're pressing our tail down and you're going to start to feel how your pelvis rolls towards your feet. And then you're just slowly letting the back come back down. On the next repetition, do the same thing, press your tail down, roll your pelvis towards your feet. And you can actually use your hands to press on your lower back and you'll feel that in this position your lower back muscles are hard and tight. That's what you want. You're deliberately contracting them and then you're going to slowly let them relax and come down. And you'll feel as they come down, they relax, they soften and become more comfortable. So we'll do a couple of repetitions of this now. Inhaling to arch and then exhaling to come down. And we come down by just letting go slowly of that arch, letting go of that tension. Inhale to arch, press the tail down, pelvis rolls towards the feet, exhale to come down. We're going to keep going with this. Inhaling to arch, exhaling to flatten, just coming to rest. On the next repetition, we're going to go past rest and we're going to actively press our back into the floor. So inhale to arch, there's our contraction, slow release down, releasing the tension in the back. Now we're going to actively press our lower back into the floor. And you'll feel how that lengthens out your lower back and it also makes your belly engage a little bit. And then from here, go back to arch. So we're just regaining the ability to arch and flatten our back comfortably. There's your arch. Exhale to come down. Flatten the back out, press the back down, the tail tucks under a little. And then go back to arch. You should feel your head moving a little bit as you do this as well. It's getting pulled and pushed back and forth. Slowly relaxing the back down, pressing the back down for your flatten, and then slowly back into arch. Inhale to arch, making that deliberate contraction of your lower back muscles, and then slowly and carefully letting your back come down. And pressing it into the floor for the flatten. If you go nice and slow and easy, you'll find it getting easier with each repetition. When we arch, we're deliberately contracting our back muscles. They're already tight anyway, that's why they're sore. And then we're deliberately relaxing them. Very deliberate relaxation of the back. Then we come down, and then when we press our back down, we're lengthening out those back muscles and getting a little bit of contraction into the belly. Inhale to arch. This is called pandiculation, contracting, slow release, and a pause. And then slowly coming back down, flattening the back. And we're going to do one more. Inhale to arch, pressing the tail down, rolling the pelvis towards the feet, and exhale to flatten, flattening the back out, and then from there just rest. Okay, so once we've done with that, let's just lay out flat again, and we can check in and see if anything has changed. So revisit your comfort score, notice if your comfort of your back has improved at all, and you can also measure with your hands and see if the distance between your low back and the floor has decreased. It should have decreased if you've done that correctly. Mine has decreased quite a bit there. And your back should also feel softer to press on and more less tender. Okay. So that's part one, that's the arch and flatten. For the next movement, you're going to need to roll onto your front. So for the next movement, we're going to be lying on our front, head turned to the right, right hand by our nose. So we've released the back a little bit using our arch and flatten. Now we're going to get into the back a bit more fully. But to begin, we're just going to address the back of the shoulder a little. So keeping your hand flat on the floor, you're going to begin by just picking up your elbow. Now I want you to notice what you feel in your upper back around the shoulder blade. You'll feel it starts to contract, tense up. And from there, just let that shoulder and elbow come back down. Nice and slowly, and completely rest. We're just going to do that 2 more times. So again, nice and easy, picking up the elbow, letting the shoulder at the back go up in the air as well. You will feel some tension in your upper back around your shoulder blade, possibly into your neck a little, that's fine. And then again, just slowly come on down. We're releasing the muscles of the back of the shoulder here. Complete rest at the bottom. One last time, picking up the elbow. Shoulder contracts to pick up the elbow, and then slowly relaxing back down. Smooth as you can. Once that's done, we can start to get more into the back. So for the next step, we're going to lift our head and chest into the air a little bit. So I'm going to lift up, lifting the head and chest. You're going to feel a strong contraction in your back to do this. And you just want to intend to look over your shoulders slightly. And then slowly come on down and feel how when you're coming down your back relaxes. And complete rest. So it's always the same process. We're contracting the muscles so we have an opportunity to relax them. Inhale up, look over the shoulder, slowly come down. Pay attention to the back muscles. Really focus what you can feel. Completely relax. One more time, picking up, head and chest, looking over the shoulder, feeling the contraction in the back, and then slowly coming on down. Alright, so let's carry on. We're going to take our hand and place it under our cheek. So your left cheek is on the back of your right hand. And this time, we're going to lift up our head, chest, and bring our arm with us, okay? So head, chest, and arm. And again, just intend to look over the shoulder slightly, and then slowly come on down. So now we're taking in the back and the back of the shoulder together. I'm just going to do 3, so second time, lifting up on the inhale, looking over the shoulder, slowly coming back down. And third time, on your next inhale, picking up elbow, head, hand, and chest. Strong contraction into the back, and then slowly coming on down. Very good. Now, we're going to change tack a little bit. We're going to get into the opposite side leg. So it's going to be your left leg. So all you want to do is begin to lift that leg into the air, sending it behind you. And again, you'll feel that actually this lifting of the leg makes your back tighten. And then come on down slowly. So we're getting the back of the leg and the back of the back muscles as well. Again, we're just going to do 3. Take your time, pick up the leg, feel the back tighten. Just come up to what's comfortable and then slowly come down. Make sure the descent back to the floor is smooth on all the movements. Last time, picking up the leg. We're picking up the leg to get into our back. And the more you can feel, the better the release is going to be. So just take your time. Come on down slow. Feel the back relax, the buttocks and the back of the leg. And completely relax. Okay, so we've done all the different components of the back lift. And now just 2 times we're going to do the whole thing together. So you're going to be lifting the top half, the head, elbow, hand and chest, and also the left leg. You're going to inhale up and exhale to come down. So when you're ready, inhale up and then exhale down. Don't worry about coming up too high, just come up so that you can feel the tension in the back of the body. Last time, inhale up and exhale down. And completely relax. So that's the back lift on the right side. From here, why don't we roll onto our back so we can check in and see how that feels. So now that we've just run one side of the back lift, I want you to compare the diagonal from the right side back across the back of the body down into the left leg. Just notice if you can feel that there's a difference between those 2 diagonals. If you've done the movement correctly, you should be able to sense that there is quite a difference between those 2 diagonals. Okay, now it's time to turn over onto our front again and address the second side back lift. So second side back lift, we're laying on our front with our head turned to the left and our hand, our thumb roughly in front of our nose. And we're going to begin just like we did on the first side, gently lifting up the elbow and feeling how the upper back and shoulder blade, around the shoulder blade, contracts to lift the elbow. And then slowly coming back down to relax the upper back and back of the shoulder. Two more times, picking up the elbow, feeling the tension in the upper back. That's what we want to feel. We want to feel the tension so that we can let it go. Come down nice and slow and smooth to complete rest. These are our pandiculations, deliberate contraction, the slow release, and a pause at the end. Picking up the shoulder one more time, and then slowly down. And you might notice it feels a little different on this side to the other. That's fine. Complete rest at the end. This time we're going to pick up the head and chest. So when you're ready, on an inhale, pick up the head and chest. And this time you're going to look over your left shoulder a little. Just a small intention to look over that shoulder. Feel the back tighten on the left side a bit more and then slowly come on down. Again, we'll just do 3. Picking up that head and chest, intending to look slightly over the left shoulder and then slowly coming on down. Last time, picking up head and chest, looking over left shoulder. Again, you can use your free hand to feel how the back contracts very strongly in this position. That's good, it allows us an opportunity to let go of the tension. Coming on down nice and slow. And coming to complete rest. From here, left hand goes under the right cheek. And we're going to lift elbow, head, hand and chest. Inhale, picking up, back of the hand stays attached to the face. Again, tend to look over the left shoulder a little, and then come down nice and slow. We'll do 3. This will be number 2. Inhale up, and exhale down. And completely relax. So you'll notice you need to let your back arch a little bit to do this. Inhale up, look over the left shoulder, feel the tension in the back, and then slowly come on down. The most important part of each movement is the descent back to the floor, as that's when you're getting the release of the tension. You're letting go of the tension to come down. Okay, let's change tack. Let's head to this opposite leg. Again, we're just going to pick up the leg and send it behind us. And again, we're going to feel how picking up the leg actually engages the back as well. And then coming down nice and slow, feeling how bringing the leg down or letting it come down relaxes the back again. And again, pick up the leg, send it back behind you, feel the tension in the back. Slowly come on down. And last time, picking up that leg, sending it behind you, and then slowly coming on down. Always move slow when you're doing somatics, especially under those descents. Alright, so let's put the whole thing together. Just 3 times. We're going to lift the elbow, hand, head and chest, and the leg. And inhale up, exhale down. So when you're ready, inhale up, feel that strong contraction in your back, and exhale down, and feel that deep relaxation. And one more time, picking up the whole thing, top and bottom, elbow, head, hand, and chest and leg, and then coming down nice and slow, making sure you're in full control of the descent. So now that we've done both sides of the back lift, we're going to do a modified back lift. So for this, place your hands on the mat and place your forehead on the back of your hands, like so. And from here, we're going to be lifting the head and chest again, but just straight up. So pick up the head and chest and look toward the ceiling with your eyes. And again, you'll feel a strong contraction right down the middle of your back. And then slowly let that come down. And again, inhaling up. Feeling the tension in the back and exhaling down. We're just going to do that one more time. Lifting the head and chest as if to look up, using the eyes as well. Make sure you can feel how that makes you tighten your back all the way down your spine. You might even feel your bum and your legs tensing a little bit, that's fine. And then slowly come on down. Okay, now we're going to lift the right leg in this position. Again, feel how lifting the leg engages the back, as well as the back of the hip and leg. And then slowly come down. One more time, lifting the leg. Slowly down. Completely let the back and the buttock and the leg relax. And let's do the same thing with the left leg. So we're lifting the left leg, feel it into your back. Slowly come down. We're just going to do that one more time on that left leg. Lift the leg up. Feel the tension in the back of the hip, back of the leg. And now that you can feel it, you can let it go by coming down nice and slow. Okay, so let's put that together. So we're going to lift the head to look straight up and the right leg. feel the tension in the back. It'll be a little more strong now because you're lifting the leg as well. Come on down, nice and slow.
We're going to do that 3 times total, so 2 more. Lifting the head,
Lifting the leg, the right leg, looking up, and then slowly down.
last time.
Looking up, lifting the right leg, strong contraction in the back, and good relaxation when we come down.
Okay, so we want to do the same thing with the left leg now. Just 3 times, lifting the head
And the left leg, and just notice it's a little easier to do one leg and the head than the other. If it is, that's fine, just notice it and carry on.
coming down slowly.
Lifting up the head and the leg, and coming down nice and easy.
Last time.
Lifting the head and leg, feeling that contraction in the back. Make sure you can feel it in your back. When you can contract it, you can relax it. Slowly come down.
To rest.
So that completes the portion of this lesson on our front. So let's turn over onto our back and see what we've got. So now that you're lying on your back again, after doing your back lift on both sides, plus your straight down the middle back lift, or your modified back lift, just notice how that feels. You should be starting to feel quite a bit more comfortable lying in this position. You should notice your back has relaxed, it should feel softer to touch, and your comfort score should have increased by now. Okay, so the last movement in this sequence is arch and curl, so let's get into that now. So for arch and curl, you're going to have your legs bent, like so, just like you did in arch and flatten. You're going to have your hands behind your head, like so. If you need a cushion to prop your elbows up, that's fine. Make sure you have one handy and just make yourself comfortable. From here, we're going to be arching our back again. So just like we did in the beginning, you're going to arch your lower back, feel your pelvis roll towards your tail. It's going to feel a little different because your arms are in a different position. And from here, slowly let the back relax down. Press your low back into the floor, elbows come in, tuck your chin and press your back down to curl up. And then slowly unwind back to the floor. So it's the pressing down of your back that helps you curl up. You're not going to pull on your head with your arms. So we'll try it again, arching, feeling the back tighten, slowly letting that go, flattening the back, elbows in, press the back down to curl up. And you'll find it's quite easy when you use the pressing of the back down. And then just come slowly back to the floor. You'll feel your belly muscles lengthening out. And slowly let the elbows come out. Let's just do 2 more of those. Inhale to arch. Exhale to flatten. Elbows in. Press the back down to curl up. Lengthening out your back, tightening your belly, pressing your back down. And then slowly melting back to the floor. Last repetition, inhale to arch, exhale to flatten, elbows in, pressing the back down to curl up. And then slowly back to rest. All right, let's lay out flat. Let's lay out flat and see what we've got. So again, check in with your comfort. Press on the back of the lower back, the muscles, see if they've softened out. And just get a sense of generally how it feels to lay on the floor now. If you've done that nice and carefully, taking your time, you should feel a significant increase in your comfort on the floor. So that's lesson 1, controlling the extensors of the back. Extremely useful lesson. Tightness in the muscles of the back can cause a lot of problems, a lot of pain, a lot of stiffness and discomfort. So if you want to keep your back feeling loose and limber, practice this sequence daily and let me know how you get on.